Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Agent's Edge. My name is Ryan Polimeni. Today we're going to talk about the appointment process. Now, you've done the hard work. You've done a seminar, webinar, bought a lead, whatever your marketing platform is. Now you have to have a process around your appointments. If you watched my other video, you heard me talk about sales process. And again, that's an entire training in itself. I mean, we try to give you some information on how to think, but that's a 2-hour long, process in itself. But think about the next step beyond there is your sales process is how you do things. But in between that sales process is your appointments. And the appointments are obviously such an important part, just like marketing, just like closing business and the client experience, so on and so forth. But when we do, in my office, when we do a marketing campaign, again, doesn't matter what it is, and we start having people come into the office or I'm doing it virtually, one of the things that really changed that allowed us to be all congruent, make this much more scalable, where everybody's on the same page, is to have every single one of our appointments named. So I'll give you an example. Our first appointment is called a discovery appointment. And we call it discovery call, discovery appointment, whatever you want to call it. But it is our first appointment. Now, if anybody in my office comes in, or anybody from our top-ranked team across the country, if I get on the phone with the advisor, I say, where are you with the client? They say, well, I'm in a discovery call. Okay, I know they haven't had a first appointment, or maybe they just completed their first appointment. They say, yeah, I just finished a discovery call. Okay, got it. So I know where they are in the process versus, yeah, I had my first appointment, then I had my second appointment, my third appointment. It doesn't allow us to know where you are in the process with the client. So the first appointment is we call it our discovery call. The second, third, sometimes fourth appointment, they are called strategy calls or strategy sessions, right? Because I'm going to take the first appointment that I did, which is discovery call, and I'm going to gather all the information with the client at that time. If there's opportunities that I think where I can add value to the client, then I'm going to move them to the next phase, which is the strategy session. And that strategy session is where I begin to strategize with the client. It may not be something that I'm presenting right away, as like an actual strategy. I may need a second call to start talking out strategies to see where the client is and how they're feeling about where I'm going with that. And maybe it is a strategy where I actually tell them what I'm proposing, and then we move it to another strategy call to get some Q&A done. So the point is the second piece to the process, sometimes it's one appointment, sometimes it's three, but that would all qualify under a strategy call. So again, after I've done, the strategy sessions, if they need to think about it, if I presented it and I'm giving them some time to kind of mull it over, the next appointment is going to be what we call our decision appointment. And our decision appointment is where I'm going to get a yes, no, I want to rethink this thing, or let's change it up a little bit. That piece of it is so important because it allows the clients to tell me how they're feeling. It's kind of contrary to what a lot of people think is where you're trying to shove something down somebody's throat and it's like they need to make a decision. I don't force somebody to make a decision. I give them all the information, tell them what my strategy is, and then we'll book a decision appointment, maybe a day, two, maybe a week later, and just say, hey, I know you've had some time to think this over. What's your thoughts? Where are you with this? What do I need to make a change to? It allows people to be open. Now, I'm not saying every single client's like that because a lot of times if I do a strategy session, they say, yeah, this looks great. How do I get started? Okay, perfect. Now we're moving them to an application appointment, right? So, but we know in the process where we are. And I think it's so important as you grow your firm and you've got staff and maybe you have some team that everybody understands where in the process you are, because it allows everybody to work in harmony together instead of like, yeah, I'm on my third appointment with that person. Okay, what does that mean? Is it a strategy session? Is it third appointment you're closing? Are we doing an application? What does that mean? So have a uniform process around your appointment setting process. And I think it really helped you guys. So discovery, strategy, decision, application, transfer, right? And then onboarding. Those are 6 different ways that we communicate with our clients. We communicate internally as to where we are in the process. Now, you could take that from me. I don't care. You can name it whatever you want that makes it easier for you. But just understand, like, that's a 6-step process that we take somebody through. And obviously the marketing before and then the experience thereafter. But those are the different phases of what we've built as part of our system. So hope that's been helpful for you. Think about that. Think about how you can, structure your team so that everybody knows where you are in the same process. And again, I'm speaking out of experience. I didn't have this stuff 2-3 years ago. We were not this buttoned up, a couple years ago. And since we've done it, the scalability of what we do now is so much easier, because when we onboard a new advisor that comes to work with us, it is so easy now to just tell them what to do, tell them what the process is, tell them what to expect, right? And it makes scaling that much easier. So again, hope it's been helpful for all y'all. Go out there, build your systems, tighten everything up, and let us know how we can help. Listen, hit that subscribe button. I see a lot of you watching. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that button for me. Leave us a comment. This has been helpful. Share us with somebody that needs to hear it. Hit that like button. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the next episode.